Week 6 of the NFL season is upon us, and I have to say I'm relieved for a new week because my Week 5 picks did not go so well. The prize this week is garlic parmesan breadsticks for your league's high score, so let's dive in quickly so I can start forgetting. The people I told you to start, Julian Edelman ended with 3.5, and Aaron Rodgers ended with 15.86. I'm going to take Rodgers as a win because out of 5 picks, it is my only win. And so the 2 I told you to sit, DeAndre Hopkins ended with 11.6 and ended up getting a garbage time touchdown against the Vikings. Pretty upset about that one. My second sit, Todd Gurley, ended with 14.8 and truly had a pretty good game, so I led you astray there. The breakout star, Deshaun Jackson, ended with 3.5 and really made me look like a chump. I mean, he's the definition of a boomer bust player, and this week he busted big time. You know, I got overconfident with some picks that led me to a rough weekend of fantasy football, but this week's going to be better, and we're going to win some free breadsticks. Now it's time for who to start this week. Week 6, number 1 start, DeMarco Murray of the Tennessee Titans. They face off against the Cleveland Browns, and I think he's going to post season highs in multiple categories. This Browns defense is allowing the 7th most rushing yards to opposing backs this season, combining that with the fact that Murray is tied for 2nd in the most carries since Week 2 at 68. Look for Murray to have the ball in his hands often and to be in the end zone often. My second pick of the week is Carson Palmer of the Arizona Cardinals. Palmer's coming off an injury last week as he was under concussion protocol, but all things point to him under center come Sunday. He was cleared to practice Tuesday, so we should be good to go. They're against a Jets defense that has allowed 12 passing touchdowns this year, coming in at the 3rd most in the league. I think Carson Palmer lights them up. Now it's time for the sits of the week. These are the people you want to leave out of your lineups. First one, do not play Jeremy Hill. The Bengals face off against the Patriots with a defense that has allowed the 3rd fewest fantasy points to running backs this year. Hill is battling a myriad of injury issues and has struggled the last 2 weeks. I don't see that changing coming this week. When it comes to Joe Flacco of the Baltimore Ravens, I say leave him out. He is averaging 4.6 yards per dropback, and that is incredibly weak. Not to mention that they're facing a New York Giants defense that has been stingy to receivers all year. They've allowed a mere 2.9% of touchdowns on touchdown attempts from opposing teams. I see a lot of interceptions in Flacco's future and no breadsticks in the future of fantasy owners who start him. The breakout star I like this week, Brandin Cooks of the New Orleans Saints. Cooks was projected to have a huge year, and Week 1 he started off on fire, hauling in 140 reception yards and 2 touchdowns. It's been pretty weak since then, as he's netted less than 120 yards the next 3 games combined, while also going scoreless. The Saints are coming off a bye week, and I'm hoping the chemistry between Breeze and Cooks is back, and he slices up this Panthers secondary. You know, fantasy football is so much fun when it goes well, and it's so frustrating when it does not. Let's hope our players show out a little better this week when we hit Week 6. Last as always, it's Papa John's news. Nothing new to report. We're still growing, which means we're still hiring, and pizza is still delicious. Treat yourself this Sunday.